Hello, I'm Buddy Romer. I'm excited about the West Bank. What a great place. Jobs, education, our children. We're opening a new bridge to the West Bank. Not only does the bridge tie the West Bank to New Orleans, but it ties it to Louisiana, to the rest of America, and to its future. I'm excited about the West Bank.
On the banks of the Mississippi, where the bayou breezes blow, you can feel the changes happening. West Bank is on the go. Discover the magic of the West Bank. So many things to do and see. Discover the people of the West Bank. It's a great place to be. We're the gateway to New Orleans, filled with opportunity, where history meets industry. It's a great place to be.
New Orleans. The sun is rising across the river, over the west bank of the Mississippi. A new bridge is completed. A new day begins. The West Bank has always been a place of beginnings. From the early days of pioneers, planters, and pirates, people have found here a land that welcomes the independent spirit and fosters a very special sense of identity. The result is a culture as rich and diverse as the land itself. There are Cajun trappers here, and old fishing families, citrus farmers and shipbuilders, entrepreneurs and educators, planners and dreamers and doers. As in every place and time, it is the people who shape the character of life on the West Bank. And people here are determined to succeed in today's world without sacrificing the traditional values and lifestyles they cherish. The people of the West Bank aren't resting on tradition, they're building on it. And what they're building is a community which is unique even by the standards of a state as uniquely individualistic as Louisiana. For those who want a future in which opportunity is enhanced by history, the West Bank is a great place to be. And the opening of the second Mississippi River Bridge, bringing new people and new perspectives, new energy and new enterprises, will make the West Bank even greater. When John McDonough laid the cornerstone of public education in the greater New Orleans area, he made the first substantial commitment to an effort that continues to this day. McDonough understood that the future belongs to those who are prepared to take advantage of change. And the people of today's West Bank share the same understanding. So as the West Bank grows, education grows with it. There are new schools at every level, and older schools are introducing new programs. Our Lady of Holy Cross College, founded in 1916, is constantly updating and broadening its curriculum while keeping the cost of a private college education within affordable limits. Nicholls State University offers a variety of extension courses at several West Bank locations. And Delgado College provides both academic and occupational education in a community college setting. But educational opportunities aren't just expanding on the West Bank. They're improving. West Bank schools, both public and private, have earned national recognition for excellence. In the community, there's a feeling of pride in the achievements of West Bank students. In the classroom, there's a feeling of unlimited potential.
It's great to be involved in the growth of the public school system on the West Bank of Jefferson Parish. We're achieving goals which will help build a brighter future for our citizens of tomorrow. We're beginning to see the results of the hard work and dedication from all those involved in the educational system on the West Bank. This is evident by the number of awards of excellence our students, educators, and schools continue to receive.
The school system is building for the future of the West Bank in classrooms like this one, where students who will take the West Bank into the 21st century are getting the right foundation here and now. Education is about potential, after all, and giving people the tools they need to make the most of their chances in life. But there's more. Education not only enriches the lives of individuals, it makes the entire community more viable, more versatile, better able to meet the challenges of success in an increasingly complex and competitive world. Like McDonough, today's Westbank people know that education is the cornerstone of the future. They're building on that cornerstone with results that will reach into every area of community life in the next generation and beyond. Avondale Shipyards is one of the largest and most diversified shipbuilding complexes in America. Its 50-year history is one of the Westbank's enduring success stories. Today, Avondale's new and evolving capabilities are generating a demand for a variety of specialized skills and support services, expanding opportunities for Westbank suppliers. What's more, Avondale's diversification symbolizes the new directions being explored by Westbank business and industry.
Avondale Industries is a diverse, employee-owned company which is celebrating its 50th anniversary in 1988. Here at our main plant on the west bank of the Mississippi River, just upriver from New Orleans, 7,000 employees are involved in the construction and overhaul of major vessels for the U.S. Navy and commercial owners. Over 2,300 vessels have been constructed in our Westbank facilities. In addition, Avondale is fabricating a major hydroelectric power plant, several bridge structures, and numerous other industrial projects. Our Westbank location provides excellent accessibility to the transportation network throughout the United States, the Gulf of Mexico, and internationally.
The Westbank is no longer an outpost of the oil patch. While petroleum and petroleum-related services will always be important to the Westbank's economy, business and industrial leaders are working to create a climate of opportunity in which virtually any well-conceived and well-managed enterprise can thrive. An Economic Development Commission is actively bringing new and existing businesses of all kinds and sizes into the planning process. The goal is to create a strong economic base that will provide the jobs and opportunities that make long-term growth possible. The key, once again, is diversification, reaching into new areas to discover new possibilities. But diversity and the ability to adapt have always been hallmarks of the Westbank's economic life. Take the Harvey Canal, for example. It began as a ditch in the late 1700s. By 1845, it was 6 miles long and carried a variety of agricultural commodities, from indigo to sugar. In the 1880s, Captain Joseph Harvey built the locks that made the canal a true commercial waterway. Today, the Harvey Canal is not only a major transportation artery, it's also the focus of large-scale manufacturing, construction, service, and supply businesses that have grown up along its banks. The Harvey Canal and the Mississippi River are the two most prominent corridors of development on the West Bank. But there's so much more. The 5,000-acre Naval Air Station at Belchase has long been an important economic factor on the West Bank. Its size is an indication of the abundance of land available for future development. There's room for growth and an attitude that encourages expansion. The West Bank is positioning itself to attract corporate headquarters and distribution centers, as well as major industrial and manufacturing facilities. And on the West Bank, size alone isn't always the measure of success. Office and industrial parks are often scaled to human comfort. And many thriving enterprises are no bigger than a family and a dream.
These beautiful props and figures you see here, this is just a small percentage of what we know as Mardi Gras. But 90% of Mardi Gras comes out of the West Bank. I've been here in Algiers 40 years producing that Mardi Gras and having a lot of fun with the greatest neighborhoods, schools, places of business. And now with the new bridge opening up, we've got it all. The West Bank is the place to be. It's New Orleans.
There really is something special about doing business here on the West Bank. Like our products, the West Bank has a character and a uniqueness that cannot be found anywhere else. There's a blend of people, places, and things to do that are great. Come on over and see for yourself.
LaRousse Fresh has been here since 1966. I've lived here and grown up here all my life. Just like LaRousse is part of the West Bank, we're part of it. I've traveled around the world, and I don't think I'd want to be anywhere else.
And it is here in Plaquemines Parish where beautiful moss-covered cypress trees are set as a backdrop to the orange groves of some of the juiciest and sweetest oranges anywhere. Only here on the West Bank can you find such a blend of beauty and agriculture.
This is the Louisiana navel. That's what we've been looking for. I would say that 90% of all the citrus sold by the major chain stores in New Orleans come from the West Bank of Plaquemines Parish. And also, the Creole tomatoes come from here, the Creole cauliflower come from here. What makes this citrus so unique is that we have the proper soil, the best soil in the world, and we have a borderline freeze every year here. And the colder the climate, the sweeter the fruit.
And the time-honored skills of boat builders and commercial fishermen are still rewarded here. Now more than ever before, West Bank people are starting new businesses that reflect the history and culture of the community. For all its fresh and aggressive attitude toward growth, the West Bank remains one of those rare places where work and lifestyle complement each other. Westwego and Wagman, Grand Isle and Grand Terre, Gretna, Algiers and Marrero, Barataria, Harvey, and Crown Point. The very names of West Bank communities convey the variety of lifestyles enjoyed by people who wouldn't live anywhere else. And why should they, when they can live almost anywhere right here? From fishing villages to sophisticated urban centers, the West Bank has a neighborhood for every taste. In Algiers Point, just a quick ferry ride from downtown New Orleans, young professionals and longtime residents live side by side. In Gretna, with its historic buildings, its fine old courthouse, and the imposing Jefferson Memorial, the traditions of more than a century are honored by a gracious contemporary lifestyle. The West Bank offers a variety of housing options, from old cottages ready for renovation to new executive homes in developments like plantation estates. And on the West Bank, new developments complement older and more established neighborhoods, bringing variety instead of conflict. The result is that West Bank people and their families have a choice of safe, clean, and convenient neighborhoods.
The West Bank offers a quality of life that's very special and yet for my family still affordable. We love the country feeling with still having the convenience to downtown New Orleans. We love the West Bank.
The result is that West Bank people and their families have a choice of safe, clean, and convenient neighborhoods.
My Andrew is the youngest of 4 children. I know the West Bank is a great place to live. It offers the luxury of the safety and the peacefulness that everyone enjoys.
And the community as a whole benefits from the varieties of experience available in places as different as Venice and Westwego. People come to the West Bank because of the exciting potential it offers. They stay because of the quality of life it provides.
I've lived on the West Bank for 15 years, and I wouldn't live anywhere else.
One way of measuring the quality of life people enjoy in a community is by the quality of community services at their disposal. And of course, one of the most important community services is health care. Over the past decade, the West Bank has become a major regional health care center.
When it comes to health care, we've got it all here on the West Bank. World-class physicians, caring nurses, and technical support that makes us leaders in medical care, not only here, but as a regional medical center for the entire South.
West Bank physicians and healthcare facilities aren't just good, they're excellent. West Bank people have access to large acute care hospitals, specialty hospitals and clinics that offer comprehensive services in every medical specialty, from family medicine to surgery to physical rehabilitation. The burn unit at West Jefferson Medical Center is one of the best anywhere, and respected West Bank cardiologists are leading the way with advanced diagnosis and treatment of heart conditions. Good doctors, nurses, technicians, and other healthcare suppliers choose to practice on the West Bank because they appreciate both the professional opportunities and the overall quality of life. At the same time, their presence on the West Bank enhances the quality of life for everyone. It's a healthy situation for all involved, and another example of the West Bank advantage. A great place to work is a great place to live, and a great place to live is a great place to be.
Shopping's great on the West Bank.
When West Bank people go shopping, they don't have to go very far. There's good shopping all over the West Bank, from major regional shopping centers to neighborhood specialty shops. You can find just about anything here. A diamond watch, a handmade basket, designer fashions, gumbo pots. And shopping is just more fun when the people who serve you are both knowledgeable and friendly. On the West Bank, you can make market and you can make friends at the same time. And if by chance you want even more options, you can always jump in the car and pop across the river.
The West Bank, a great place to be. Business, industry, government, people, all working together. Safe neighborhoods, a school system that's improving every year. Businessmen that have taxed themselves $1 million a year for economic recovery. And all of this, and across the river, New Orleans.
One of the significant advantages of life on the West Bank is its convenience. New Orleans is just across the river, of course, which means that one of the world's great cosmopolitan centers, with all its dining, entertainment, cultural, recreational, and shopping amenities, is just minutes from home. With the addition of the new Mississippi River Bridge, it's easier than ever to get back and forth. If you decide to take the ferry boat, it's even fun. How close is New Orleans to the West Bank? The CBD is only 11 minutes from the Gretna Courthouse, and the French Quarter is only a 20-minute drive to Bayou Seignet. Still, there are West Bank people who spend most of their time on what they call the Best Bank. And with so many good things to see and do, you can understand why. With the completion of English Turn and its Jack Nicklaus designed course, big-time PGA Tournament golf is alive and thriving on the West Bank.
We at the USF&G are very proud to be a part of the opening of the new bridge to the West Bank. We made a major commitment to the city of New Orleans 8 years ago when we decided to sponsor the golf tournament here. We wanted to make that a much longer-term commitment, and so we built a new golf course and a new residential community on the West Bank.
But that's not the only game around. There's big game fishing, too. In fact, you can enjoy almost any recreational activity you can imagine here. And don't let your imagination stop with football, baseball, tennis, and golf.
The quality of life that you find on the bayou is really a very relaxed type of life that you don't have the hustle and bustle of the big city. And I love it. I wouldn't do anything else than what I'm doing right now. This is like a dream come true.
Picture yourself in a cypress swamp surrounded by primitive wildlife. You can do it on the West Bank. Picture yourself dancing the Cajun two-step on a steamy Saturday night. You can do it on the West Bank. In fact, there are as many ways to have fun on the West Bank as there are people. You can watch America's oldest volunteer fire company in action. You can visit a museum of Mardi Gras memorabilia. You can go charter fishing in the Gulf.
You know, located on the West Bank is some of the best sports fishing in the world. Tremendous variety of fishing. You know, you can leave one of the marinas located here on the West Bank and maybe within an hour, 2 hours, have a 500-pound blue marlin hanging on this baby, maybe a 150-pound yellowfin. Where else can you have fishing like that? Sports fishing at its finest. Let's put it out.
You can sit down to a pile of boiled crawfish or oysters on the half shell. And always, the unspoiled beauty of the land itself is there to remind you that you're part of one of the most remarkable natural environments on Earth. The 8,600-acre Jean Lafitte National Historical Park preserves the ageless ecology of swamp and marsh. And at Bayou Seignette, guided tours take visitors into the heartland of a Cajun culture that hasn't changed much in 2 centuries. It is here that you get the full sense of what makes the West Bank so special. It's the contrast between what is timeless and what is slightly ahead of its time, between all that has been and all that is yet to be. The history and the promise are here. Given the determination and commitment of West Bank people, the fulfillment of both is at hand.
You've seen a little bit about the West Bank. You know why I'm excited about it. Jobs, business opportunities, education, great place to raise a family. As diverse as Louisiana, the West Bank, a great place to be.
The West Bank has always been a place of beginnings. Today, it's a community at the dawn of a new day, with a new sense of purpose and a new realization of its own potential. More and more people, businesses, and industries are discovering the land of opportunity just across the river from New Orleans. No wonder the sun rises over the West Bank. It's a great place to be, and there's never been a better time to be there.
On the banks of the Mississippi, where the bayou breezes blow, you can feel the changes happening. West Bank is on the go. Discover the magic of the West Bank. So many things to do and see. Discover the people of the West Bank. It's a great place to be. We're the gateway to New Orleans, filled with opportunity, where history